Okay guys, there's much to cover in this week's episode. Sorry there was no episode last week. I was on break and I left my computer, and the only computer with editing software on it is my desktop. Left it at school, didn't feel like driving over to get it, so I apologize, missed last week's episode. But we are back, and there's a lot to talk about since I missed last week. So much has developed. We've got this year's last contest, next year's first contest, a lot going on with the eaters themselves. So let's jump right into it, guys. Okay, first up, first piece of news for this episode that I want to cover is the first contest of next year. So it's already been announced. February 18th, 2017 is going to be the World Chili Challenge. Now, it's the very first contest that's been announced for 2017. I'm surprised that birthday cake wasn't announced first, because that's usually the first contest for the last couple of years. There's usually a chili contest early in the year, around March, April-ish, but this year they've pushed it up to February, and it's really exciting because it's going to be actually pretty close to me. It's going to be in Orlando. Orlando's only about an 8-hour drive from me. I might be able to make it down for that. Hopefully I will. Hopefully I'll be able to make it down for that contest to see the eaters in action. I do believe Joey Chestnut's going to be there, of course. Joey always goes to the capacity chili contests. And Carmen Tecate I bet money on. He's going to go as well. And even your boy The Truth, Gideon OG, I'm sure he's going to make an appearance as well. So we don't know too much about the contest and the entrance other than my speculations I just gave you guys. I want to read a synopsis of the contest, the summary article or whatever they wrote on the website. I don't know who writes these things, but my guess would be Sam. They're very articulate, very well written pieces, very over dramatic for competitive eating. So registration for this event will open on Friday, December 9th at noon Eastern. So registration is not open yet, so no one has registered at this point. Total prizes, $3,500 total cash purse for this contest. That's not bad. It's actually kind of on the lower end, to be honest. Major League Eating is proud to announce our return to Orlando, Florida. Huh. I don't recognize this logo though. The Orlando Chili Cook-Off logo, I'm looking at it and it looks new to me. Maybe they just changed the logo. Maybe it's the same challenge that's normally in Orlando. I do know that there's one in Florida. I didn't know it was in Orlando. But I think all they did to it to change it was just change the logo for it. So the Orlando Chili Cook-Off, let's read more about this. Major League eaters from near and far are warmly encouraged to sign up for the opportunity to compete. So it's not saying like stamp your tickets, you're in. It's saying if you're a non-MLE eater, all right, you can try. You're probably not going to get in, but you can try to get in. Chances of you getting on are slim to none. The year 2017 marks the event's 5th anniversary. Wow, 5th anniversary. So there's been 4 other ones. This is a 5th year. Okay, so it's definitely not a new contest. To date, only one eater has drenched himself with glory on the World Chili Eating Challenge stage, and that man is Joey Chestnut. He is undefeated in the event and will return to Orlando, Florida to defend his title. At the 2016 event, Chestnut consumed 1.75 gallons of chili in 6 minutes for the win. Wow. Edging second place finisher Jeffrey Esper, which it doesn't say how much Esper ate. I'm sure Esper probably got between the 1.3 to 1.5 gallon range. Miss Mickey Sudo finished third. And did so with elegance and grace. See what I'm saying? It's very proper, you know, he writes very proper, he speaks very proper, he's just a very proper man. Everyone digs the accent too, just his mannerisms, just Sam Barkley's amazing. Do you dare challenge Chestnut in this event that he has made his own? Oh, do you dare challenge him? I mean, no one dares really, other than Carmen Tecate and maybe Matt Stoney. Do you wish to test yourself against delicious chili over 6 grueling minutes of sanctioned competition? Do you want to win money simply by eating? Does a trip to Orlando in mid-February just sound perfect? Take a nice vacation, win some money, why not? Then get thyself, the Elizabethan English, or the Shakespearean English coming in there. Report to the World Chili Eating Challenge, February 18th, 2017, at the table or in the crowd. Don't you ever miss it. He just makes it so dramatic and so, like, he hypes it up basically. That's what he basically tries to do. He just hypes it up. It's pretty cool. Fan of Emily Facebook page and how to register and stuff, but registration's not open yet, so that doesn't matter. So yeah, Chili Eating Cook-Off, World Chili Challenge. That'll be interesting. My bet is going to be either Tecate or Chestnut's going to win it. I mean, no surprise there. They're pretty much at the top of their game right now. Matt Stoney, he usually doesn't go. If a Carmen and Joey are going to go, Matt Stoney's not going to bother. I think the last time Matt Stoney faced off in a chili challenge was 2013. Or maybe 2014, maybe. But that was definitely before Carmen was in the picture, so I don't see him going if both of them are there. It's just not financially feasible for him to risk losing. I'm not saying he would lose to either of them, but I'm saying there's a good chance, and if it were to happen, then he'd be at a loss there. It's not going to be really worth his time and effort. Okay, so now that we've talked about the very first contest of next year, let's wrap up this year, 2016. The last contest of the MLE calendar year of 2016 is St. Elmos Shrimp. St. Elmos Shrimp is going to be on December 3rd in Indianapolis, Indiana. I do have confirmed that Gideon OG is going. I do believe that Joey Chestnut will be going again. Mickey Sudo will likely be going, and I do think that Carmen Tecate will be going as well. Those are the only 4 that I really know about. Maybe one more by Rodriguez may be going because he lives in the area. I don't know about Sophia. I haven't talked to her about that. But it's pretty much just like last year. It's a very interesting contest from the aspect that it's not simply capacity, because there's a really spicy, harsh horseradish based sauce that goes with the shrimp cocktail that's very unique, I believe, to St. Elmo's Steakhouse that they do use to dress the shrimp in. I don't know if you have to use a sauce. Maybe it's like coated in the sauce. I don't really remember. I need to go back and watch the video from last year's contest. Last year, I think Joey Chestnut ate 12.25 pounds for the world record 8-minute contest. That's pretty incredible, especially considering that very harsh sauce is on there. This year it's a toss-up. Because we do have some new eaters that have potential to win. Carmen Tecate is going, Gideon OG is going, so we'll have to see. We'll have to ride this one out and just kind of see day of. It's pretty much a battle for second in my eyes. I don't see anyone beating Joey Chestnut. If Carmen were to come out and beat Joey Chestnut his first time out and just not knowing what he's getting into, and he's able to just adapt and take the win, that'd be incredible. I mean, it'd be unprecedented. I don't see it happening. He'll get close. I could see him getting within a pound or 2, but winning, just don't see it happening. So next I want to talk about Kate Ovens' special appearance on Tosh.0. I mean, there's basically 2 ways you can get famous from competitive eating. You can either be champion caliber eater like Kobayashi, Molly Schuyler, Matt Stoney, Joey Chestnut, those guys, champion caliber, best in the world. Or you could be an attractive female that's in her 20s. I mean, either or really. So Kate Ovens has gotten a spot on Tosh.0. He didn't really like tear her apart. Like normally with his guests, he just kind of like rips them apart and just goes in on them. But Kate Ovens, like, he was kind of like, oh, so like what do people say at the dinner table when you're eating all that? Or like, what does your boyfriend say? Like, does he get mad? He has to like pay a lot of money for you to eat or something? Yeah, so he was just kind of being playful. Like, he was just laughing with her essentially. He wasn't like roasting her about it. But it was still pretty cool to see like competitive eaters get publicity like that. I always like seeing that, and I found that pretty cool. Courtesy of Eat Feats, by the way. Wouldn't have known about that without Eat Feats. So thank you, Eat Feats, for staying on top of everything basically competitive eating related. So Carmen Tecate's YouTube channel. Now, his channel's been going on for a while now. He's been doing mostly like contests, like just GoPro contest footage, which I really do appreciate, because he's at a lot of the contests that a lot of people don't record at. So he's always got footage of contests that he's at, which is really highly appreciated, because people want to see the contest, but no one has them recorded. Like, people want to see the venue, like who's competing in the contest, and just like the real-time eating action, and who was ahead of who at what point, and was it a comeback? How was it? Like, what were the numbers? So it's really cool that he did that. I'm sure he will do that next year too. But another thing that I've been enjoying lately is like he's been doing the at-home thing. Like, you know, Matt Stoney does a lot of like the at-home challenges and stuff. Granted, his have not evolved to the point of Matt Stoney, where Matt Stoney's doing like, he's basically like becoming a chef at this point. Like, he's just showcasing like cooking elaborate dishes and just chomping them down. But Carmen Tecate's more of the already packaged, buy it and do it, and that kind of stuff. I'm sure he'll grow out of his laziness at some point when it comes to that, but just beginning out, he's just doing crazy amounts of food. His Thanksgiving feast video, his like sugary sweets, like he did a bunch of cereal and Pop-Tarts that looked gruesome, looked terrible, disgusting. And recently he did 2 gallons of eggnog. In his eggnog video though, he was looking a little stiff there, got a little puppet syndrome going on. I don't know what was up with that. Maybe if he loosens up, does a little breathing meditation before, or like he goes to like get like a back massage or something like that, loosen him up a little bit before he makes the videos. But other than that, great, keep up the videos, Carmen. He's a funny guy, he's got interesting video ideas. 2 more things, real quick. I want to give a shout out to Sophia DeVita. I'm going to give her Eater of the Week. Now, Eater of the Week is a new thing that I'm starting. Congratulate them, essentially. This week it's going to be Sophia DeVita, her amazing sweets and bulk cooking skills, baking skills. So recently she made a giant Kit Kat and a giant ice cream cookie sandwich, and they both looked amazing. Props to you, Sophia. I'm sure they tasted amazing too. Great job on that. You get Eater of the Week for being an amazing chef and a good eater. So finally, I want to close this video out with some news about Think Beats the Stomach. So if you don't know about Think Beats the Stomach, they are a competitive eating podcast. You should check them out. And they are doing their second annual Finkie Awards, and polls are currently open for you guys to vote on your favorite eaters. They congratulate a bunch of different eaters on their performances and accomplishments of the year. So I highly encourage you guys to go vote for your favorite eaters on Twitter at FBTSPod. So that's pretty much all I've got for this episode, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. I know it's been a while since I made one. I hope this one satisfied your competitive eating news cravings. Who else out there gets competitive eating news cravings other than me? I mean, I can't find it, so I have to do it myself. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until the next one, be safe. Have a great holiday season, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, guys.